So we're back and we're doing a table talk with Lucy.
Hi, everybody.
Basically, we're gonna be interviewing her because those of you that do not know Lucy, or maybe just have seen her on our video, don't really know her.
Wow.
So we decided that we're gonna do like a little interview and let you guys get to know Miss Lucy here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's on.
All right, so those of you that don't know how we met Lucy is we put an ad out for someone to work with and make videos with, and she responded to the ad, and that is how we came across Miss Lucy here.
Yeah, she was one of the lucky contestants.
On the Price is Right. So that's how we ended up meeting Lucy and deciding to work with her. We met up with her. I think the first time we ever met was at a hotel, and
oh my God! You know what happened there?
All right.
Yes, we filmed the wedgie video. It was so exciting. So yeah. Because at the time we were doing videos in our home and, just meeting someone, we were like, we're not going to bring some random to the house. So we met at a hotel.
Understandable.
And we filmed a couple of videos together, and then the rest is history. And she's been with us since.
Hold on, I got to move that camera a little bit because it's catching like the back or the side.
How
I
did
think I
that
should put it
happen?
over here. I don't know. Maybe I should have aimed it this way, but that's okay. Whatever. I could move it.
Just move it a little bit.
No,
Angle it a
I gotta
little
move
bit.
it this way. Okay. All right, I can keep
just
talking.
Angle it.
All
All right.
Don't
So
pay
yeah.
attention
So
to
anyway.
Still adjusting things.
So that's how we came across Lucy and whatever. So Lucy,
Yes.
since then, so Lucy was, I think, working. You had a regular job.
Yeah. So we met like March or April of 2019, right? It was like right before spring. Of
2019.
Was it? Was it last year? Was it?
It was last year.
It was last year.
Yeah,
Early
I
last
think
year.
Yeah, it was definitely winter time.
It was still winter time. Early last year. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, February, January.
Yeah. So at the time, I was just working regular jobs. And
No, it can't be last year.
Yeah.
It was last
January.
year.
It was
January of last year.
Yeah.
Yes, it was January.
It was
last-
like January. Yeah.
Okay.
It was right after New Year's. It seems like a long time ago.
No, because we were talking to her for Thanksgiving that passed in November.
That was last
that was
November.
Last November.
This past November, that was.
November comes
No, it
before
was
January.
2019. It was 2019.
No, it wasn't. It's 2018.
No,
Oh.
2019.
Yes.
2019.
No.
Yes.
It was 2019. Bro, you smoking? No,
You.
it
I
was
had.
2000. No,
Hold on.
We
We're
didn't
about to
start-
have an argument right now.
No, all right,
No,
all right.
Because no.
Yeah.
It couldn't.
No,
No,
you're
because I had
wrong.
my surgery February
of
2020.
20.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That was this year.
2019 is when we met her.
That was last year.
You're smoking.
No,
Oh,
this
okay.
quarantine
We
got
started
people
doing-
messed up
we
with
Okay,
didn't
okay,
time.
start
okay. All
doing-
right, you guys are right.
We
You're
didn't
right.
start- we didn't start
I'm
doing
thinking
wedgie
January,
videos until
yeah,
like February of
I got
next
you, got
year.
you,
Right.
got you, got you.
So
Damn,
last-
get off that.
So yeah, I was just doing regular vanilla day jobs. And I did I was doing sex work as a side
Ooh,
thing.
Wow.
But
So, like,
Yep.
sex work, what do you mean? Like, what kind of?
So sex work at the time for me was just posting nudes, selling photo sets, depending on what my clients, customers, or fans wanted. So if they wanted feet pictures, dirty feet pictures, if they wanted close-ups of my pussy, of my butt,
Ooh,
or if they
wow.
wanted titty pics or oil pics, like oil up my body and take different poses, stuff like that, like fetish videos, solo videos, saying their names or doing like fantasies, stuff like that. sexting,
All kind of.
all different kinds of
kind of
things that
stuff.
you can think of.
Okay,
Things
okay.
like that. That's what I was doing at the time. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, so we didn't know she was doing all that. Well, we knew that you were doing some
Adultish
pictures,
stuff.
yeah, like
Right.
adultish pictures and stuff. But we didn't know like the extent of what you were really
Yeah.
doing and stuff like that. So, but whatever, can't knock the hustle.
No.
You gotta make a living, right? You're making a living. You're doing what you gotta do. You're by yourself, right?
Yeah, no,
So-
that's why the idea of doing wedgies, like assisting with like doing wedgies on camera and for YouTube, for me felt really enticing because I'm like, oh, okay, well, I already post nudes online, might as well
But that's like
do some.
it's not like a big deal for you. Like, all right, well,
Right, it's more fun for me. It's more of like, well, they're yeah, why not? It's a job. For me, it's all jobs.
Right.
It's all fun and creative stuff. And yeah. I'm always like that. I'm always looking for something different to do. 9 to 5s were never something I really like to do. Working for someone else is nothing I really like to do. Working for you guys is really fun. So I'm really happy
Yeah,
it
we
worked
try
out.
to make it fun. We like to have fun with it when we make videos and stuff like
And you
that.
were also going to school at the same
Right,
time.
I was going to school too, so I was doing a lot of stuff. I was doing school part time, working full time, and doing sex work to supplement my income. And this was before OnlyFans was a thing and all of that stuff. So
Right. Yeah, so that's how we came across Lucy and we met Lucy. So, so from then to now, we've made a few videos together.
Quite a few.
Yeah, quite a few videos together. And I think we
Well,
formed
like-
like a friendship,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not just like strictly work.
right,
Right, we
Like
probably
we
shot
text,
about-
we still text, say what's up, how you doing,
We
how
probably
you
we check in.
roughly, I think we shot about between 13 and 15 videos
nice.
around there together. Yeah,
including the recent one.
yeah, including the recent ones, which they're
That's-
gonna be coming up.
That's good though, because I had to stop because I got promoted at the job at the time. So that all of our schedules were not doing like coincide.
Right.
Like for example, like back then I used to be off on Tuesdays, which is when you guys would be available, and
Right.
then like I started working Tuesdays. I was only available weekends. You guys couldn't do weekends.
Right.
So it's like
Yeah,
the
our
schedules
like
you
really
know.
got messed up. with,
Yeah, unfortunately, but it's really nice that a lot of people fall out and don't talk to each other when people just can't coordinate times. But it's really nice that we all kept in touch. Like you guys kept in touch with me, I kept in touch with you guys.
Right.
So it wasn't like bad blood. It was more of just like we just can't
Like,
coordinate
the
it.
schedule was just not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fast forward to now, we've all been locked up under quarantine. So this is like the first time that we've seen her in
get
months.
together.
Yeah.
Well,
So that kind of made it
including
difficult.
the time that our schedules couldn't
yeah.
mix.
It's a long time.
Then on top, quarantine started happening with this whole COVID. And now, finally, not that COVID is over or whatever, but, we take precautions and who we are talking with and who we work with. We make sure they've either been tested before or find out what they're doing. Are they out and about and still hanging out or, things like that. So we do try to take the precautions, to be able to film with other, film with people. So
Right,
anyway,
right,
so
right.
Lucy here, she passed. She's clean.
I've been tested 4 times.
She's clean. So
I'm squeaky clean from the Rona.
So I was like, all right. And I'm clean. I took the antibodies test, which came out negative.
I'm the only dirty one then.
Yeah.
Well,
We just we spray him with Lysol, so he's all right.
So we've all been together. So so if I'm clean, they're clean because
yeah, I rarely go
We're
out
all
and stuff like that.
in the same bed and all over the place, sneezing and talking on each other.
Yeah, I rarely go out and stuff like that.
Yeah. And,
No, that's good though. It's good. It's good. It's good to stay safe and be tested. That's really important because the last thing you need is somebody to put you and your family in danger when you guys have done everything you could
Right.
to stay safe and all of that. Especially with what I do now.
Which we're gonna get into in a minute. So what is it that you do now?
So I still do my online sex work. I still I transitioned to OnlyFans as of early last year. I started OnlyFans to help supplement income, and because Snapchat premiums went down the toilet, Tumblr implemented no adult content. Everything's flagged. Stuff went to shit hit the fan. So I moved to Twitter, and from there I discovered amateur porn and was approached by different productions in New York City, and I started doing porn ironically right in March of this year. Perfect timing.
So right in the middle of
at the time when I did my first scene, my first amateur scene, I mean, the virus was spreading around the world, but it didn't hit New York until a little bit after mid-March is when the lockdown happened. And I lost my job on on the 10th or 11th or 12th of March. Mm-hmm. So I had only been doing porn not even 2 weeks when everything hit the fan. Wow. So yeah.
So you went into porn because you lost your job?
No, I was already talking with productions since Christmas of 2019. So right at the end of last year, I was already talking with people. But again, the same scenario with you guys. I was just coordinating stuff, getting to a clinic, getting tested because I was working full time and going to school. So for me, doing porn was yeah, I can do it whenever. I didn't know quarantine was going to happen. I didn't know lockdown was going to happen. So for me, it was just all right, I'll do it eventually. Porn was something I always had interest in, but it wasn't a primary thing I wanted to do as a career, or I didn't really want to do it as a main thing, so to speak.
Okay.
It was more of just side. It was always going to be a side. Yeah, because I love sex work. I love it.
Adult stuff.
Yeah, I love it.
But have you been into any adult conventions or anything like that?
No, because I said I started this March, so everything has been on pause. There's been no conventions, even in the past, even with regular conventions like Comic-Con and all of that. Okay. That's not anything I was interested in. I'm not that kind of person, and in porn you kind of have to go to conventions because that's how you meet other talent. Yeah. They call them talents. Yeah. You don't call them porn actors or nothing. You call them talents. So if someone says that's a talent, I mean a porn actor. So you meet different talents there. You can meet different producers, productions. It's a great way to network.
Right.
Yeah, it's good.
And take photos and stuff
we've been to a couple of conventions, twice, right? Went to
we went to Exotica.
It's nice.
Exotica is really popular. Yeah. They're having a convention, hopefully in October. I'll definitely be there because it's in Edison, New Jersey. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. Do you guys want to come with me?
Yeah, we'll go with you.
Take me to my first Exotica.
Yeah, we'll go there. It's cool.
It's a 3-day convention.
Okay.
So, it's cool. It's not bad.
Yes, it's cool to hang around and look around.
We always, when we go, we always want to bring somebody with us.
Right, but then nobody wants to go.
I'll go.
Yeah, for real. Nobody wants to go. They're like, oh, no,
you guys can escort me because I'm here I don't even know. And I'm here the one sucking dick. So.
And we're just walking around just watching.
You guys are so cute. I love it.
And he likes to take the pictures with some of the girls. And
that's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, I'll take some photos with the girls.
That's what it's for. It's all fun. It's like an amusement park for adults. Literally, it's meant for just fun. It's like dirty Comic-Con basically, except
yeah. Because you can just buy you can buy toys.
I like to look around what's for sale and stuff like that. And they have little shows and stuff like that. They have a stage there and they show some girls perform there. It's really interesting.
Yeah, and a lot of people have told me a lot of people congregate from all over the country. They all go to Exotica. Mm-hmm. They all come from all over the place. So it's really nice to know that people I've worked with in the industry will all be there in one place. So that's an excellent way to, even for you guys, to get content creators. We call them content creators because you can also meet other like-minded women like myself who are into really cool now, how would I put it? More into like more silly, goofy, playful kind of things than just being like this is serious work. Obviously, what you guys do and what I help you with, it's serious work. You need to be professional. Right, but it's a
different type of I know what you mean. Like it's a different type of seriousness.
yeah. It's different serious, but you need to have fun. You need to be comfortable. So I feel like it's a seamless transition for someone who's already into that and who's really carefree and who is comfortable in their skin. Because if you're not comfortable being on camera, that's just not going to work for porn, and it's not going to work for YouTube either.
Right. So you started doing hardcore amateur porn.
Yeah, so I do hardcore amateur porn. My first scene ever was actually very vanilla scenes. It was just regular intercourse, vaginal intercourse, stick sucking, nothing too crazy. Very enjoyable. I met a really awesome production it was in New Jersey, really awesome production. We're going to be working with each other again in August. So that was a great relationship to be had and to let them know that they were my first. So that always be my first. So that's always nice. And then
they were the ones who popped the cherry.
Basically, yes, yeah, and and if you guys want to check out the casting video, that's one of my more popular videos of there. Like we actually get into that. But anyway, then I started doing, because I'm pretty out there.
So that video is actually out there.
The casting video.
Yeah,
by that company.
Right. Not by me. I don't own the video.
You guys send us the link. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll check it out alone.
It's on my Twitter. It's on my dirty Twitter. If I'm shadow banned, it's because I do nasty stuff. But yeah, I do more extreme stuff. Like when people ask me what are my limits or what am I not, or like what am I into, like I usually say like these are what things I'm not into. So that way everything else is fair game. So yeah, I do extreme porn. I do a lot of anal scenes. Like I'm called an anal princess. So I know. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm called an anal princess.
And I'm the anal king.
Oh, so your butthole looks like
no, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
Hey, you're into pegging?
That's not what I'm talking about.
I love pegging. Hey.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Got him. So yeah, anal princess. I rim dudes. Yeah.
Damn.
All right, so like I don't know what that is.
Rim?
Yeah.
When you lick a guy's butthole. You toss a salad.
Oh, you like that?
Don't listen to that. She's stupid. I'm cutting that off.
So I do that on camera. I do really messy, sloppy blowjobs, space fucking.
Wow.
What else? Like to me, that's regular. It's like whatever. I've worked with a lot of productions and talents and models who are really, really hung. So they have big, thick dicks. So it's like always like how big can they be and how far I can get up my ass, or like I end up riding them they're in my ass as if they're fucking my pussy, but they're in my ass. Stuff like that.
Sounds rough.
It's good.
So she's like, it's good. So you enjoy it though.
I love it.
You do.
I love it. I love being on camera.
Just do things for the money and not the enjoyment. Like they don't really enjoy it.
Of course. I think that for myself personally, I think the timing of my wanting to do porn was just terrible timing with whole COVID and the lockdown of New York City. But that didn't stop me from shooting different scenes in March. I did a couple in April. I barely worked in May, barely worked in June. I'm only starting picking up again. It's been pretty hard to find work, and I know a lot of girls do it out of desperation. And I don't think there's anything wrong with doing porn for whatever reason, but definitely it's not for me for desperation because I can do anything else. But I do enjoy it. I love money. I love making it. I love sucking dick. And if I can put them together, well, then that's great. Because I was already doing that. Like something I didn't share before is I would hook up with random men who had money or affluence and
like a sugar daddy?
Yeah, like sugar daddy, or like a wealthy guy who's probably not the best looking man just wanted an attractive young woman to take out and have sex with, and not feel judged and just feel wanted for a day, and he would just pay me however much, and I would just do that, and I would meet them online or anything else like that. And I still do that stuff. I do less of it now because of COVID, but I'm an all-round hoe. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Obviously, like any other job, it can be really frustrating because working with people, even though I'm having sex with them, it can be a little frustrating with what do you call it? Just the personalities and the dynamics of it, because
sometimes they don't mesh. Or
yeah, because sometimes it's like when you have to work. Think of it like when you have to work in groups with. Right. And they pair you up with people you didn't choose, and then you realize, wow, I have to do all the work and all of that. Because I'm so together and organized with myself. Like I am no nonsense. I can goof off. I like the goofing off. I like being silly, but I'm very much, this is what I want to do. This is how much time I have. I'm very punctual. I show up on time. If someone is late, it drives me crazy, porn or not. I'm just like,
I'm always the lead.
I know. It's okay.
And I told him, I was like, as a matter of fact, today, I was like, I told her first I told her 12 o'clock, but then I texted today, and I was like, we'll see you between 1 and 1:30. So, like, 1:15, 1:20 started rolling around, and I'm like, you know what? We're not going to be able to pick her up, so let's just send a car. And I'm not going to tell her that we're going to be a little late because she hates it. No. I already know that you're not into that.
I'm not really a late person. I like to be
early. That's why
I'm early.
That's why when
I'm late for everything.
That's when you initially asked me. I left my schedule completely open for today. So that way, if you guys were running late and you guys couldn't extrapolate which time, I already knew if 1:30 hit.
I could hit the right time.
I knew
it's her. I get dragged out.
No, it's okay.
No. I'm an early person.
No, okay. Because this woman here has to do a lot of stuff that he's not doing to prepare for people to come here and work with.
It's all good. It's all love, and but the
difference, but like when you're gonna work with us, just have the whole day ready.
Listen, like I lost my jobs. All I do is suck dick when I want to, and I make my own schedule. So it's like today was perfect for it, and this weekend I'm gonna be really busy, so gotta rest up. But no, I like it. There's a lot of people obviously who do it out of desperation. Unfortunately, a lot of girls and even men are exploited. And this male-dominated industry.
It is male.
It is male-dominated. It can be very stressful for a lot of people. A lot of people don't make it, or a lot of people just do it for a few months and then they disappear off the face of the planet because they get their money and then they just do whatever they do.
All right. So, like, question.
Yeah, please.
So, how is it? Like, how does it work? Like, do you really get into it because you have cameras here and they're like, stop, do it like this, move your arm here, put your leg here? Does it get like distracting? Or
okay, I want to do it this position.
Or cut.
Oh, okay.
Or do this. Can you try it in this way? Or like, does it get like distracting?
I think more so for the men because guys have to stay hard.
Right.
And if once they get soft, if they've already been hard, depending on the guy, I think more so for guys it's difficult because of the hard aspect of their dicks. But for me, not really because I stay wet the whole time. For me, I appreciate the direction, especially since I was so new. And now I'm more mindful of my body. I'd rather a director and a camera guy say, like, no, put your arm down. You're blocking the frame or turn around. Or they cut in the middle of a scene if it doesn't look right or if someone's uncomfortable. I can always say cut or I can say whatever, like I'm not comfortable. There's never been an instance where I wasn't able to voice my discomfort or say, hey, maybe we can try it like this. The cameras have never been an issue for me. I am actually an attention whore. Like I love cameras. I actually being on camera, even doing my solo work with my phone or my laptop, I get really turned on. Or even taking nudes, I get really turned on. I really like it. So it's not really hard for me at all. I think the hardest part is, or like the more difficult part is like, bracing myself for impact, so to speak, because I think like one of my first few hardcore scenes, I think he was like at least 13 inches. His dick was bigger than my forearm, like thick in thickness. Like I even compared it. I was like, I need to see this shit for real. And
that's like me.
And like and his dick was like that big and that thick, and I'm like, I just took that out my ass completely. And the thing about seeing myself on video and me smiling, and it's really, I'm not acting, I'm not acting through any of it. I really orgasm, I really come. Oh, yeah? I'm really enjoying myself.
Oh, you do, you orgasm?
Yeah.
With the guys that
yeah, of course. Okay. I'm sure a lot of people fake it. I'm sure you guys can tell.
I've seen like sometimes we've watched porn before, and I'm like, her pussy try as fuck. I don't know if she's really into that.
Yeah, you know,
but again, after I guess a couple of recordings, maybe it start to dry out. But I don't know. No, she's like, no,
not me. If the pussy looks dry on camera, it is dry. Like for me, I don't need lube. Probably for my ass only, but like for my pussy, no, I don't need lube. I don't need that much excitement. Like I'm already turned on. When I'm on set, I'm already like, let's go, let's do this. What are we doing? I bring my energy, and they're like.
But the first time that you did it, were you scared, nervous?
I was nervous.
Was it like
I
just
wasn't scared.
all guys?
No.
Was girls there?
No, there's no women there.
There was no women.
Well,
did they interview you first? Like, hey, da 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 da. You know?
For some of the videos, so some production companies have different ways of they do things. Some of them do the typical casting. Here's this girl, let's meet her. They ask her some questions, and then they'll get into a scene to simulate the casting. Eroticism, fetish thing that a lot of porn productions do, and you've seen a lot of porn scenes like that. Yeah. But a lot of the scenes I've done don't have any dialogue. It's just straight to fucking. Right. I've done other ones. There's this other fun production I worked with who I really love, and I'm actually gonna do camera work for them, which is really exciting.
What's camera work?
Me holding the camera, being the camera girl rather than them shooting me. So I'm not even doing any. I'm just doing camera.
Oh, okay.
So I'm holding the camera, and it's like male strippers, but like they have massive dicks, and their casting was more of just along the lines of like, I hired a male stripper, and they're gonna train me. But very rarely do I see a lot. There, like I said, it's male dominated. I don't see many women. Being directors or producers.
They're really male strippers, or they're just guys acting like male strippers?
No, they were male strippers in the past, or they have done it before. Right.
And now they're gonna do like a sex video.
And they're doing like sex videos and stuff, but that's like their gimmick. So a lot of productions have gimmicks, just like to cater to different things. Right. I'm sure you guys have seen different productions, like I don't know if you guys, I don't know. Yeah, like a lot of different people have different gimmicks and all that they specialize in. Now I haven't seen too many women. I've worked with.
Have you done like a movie like style one?
No, that's more for mainstream porn, which is actually one of the hardest. It's really hard to get in, because in mainstream porn, if you've already done anal, and they know you've done anal, like. They don't really need you. That's why, because they're like, well, we want someone who is actually that we can actually like train and debut. Like, oh, she loves anal, and like,
Well, can you just lie on it? Well, they could find out.
One can, like, for example, my porn name is Sunflower. I don't use Lucy. I have used Lucy in beginning of my sex work, but I felt like Lucy was like. I had Lucy Sunflower Lucy. Like in my hand and like my websites, I use both because in porn you kind of need two names. But I really liked how Sunflower sounded, and for the aesthetic that I have, I like Sunflower, but I also use Lucy. Right. But yeah, for if I use Sunflower, they will most likely be able to find who I am, because it's such a like Sunflower, like
sunflower seeds.
Yeah. So there's that. But yeah, I could lie. I could say I've never been in it, but at the same
they're
time,
probably gonna find out, and then they find you, then you're gonna might have a problem. Might just get rid of you.
It's not even a problem. It's like if they haven't hired, all they just say is no. It's like tryouts. It's like trying out for the basketball team, or trying out for the lead role in a play or in acting. It's like anything. Casting is like anything that needs casting. They'll just say yes or no. I have casting photos, like how models have headshots. It's the same thing with models. Models have one chance. You go to the Goose, you do your runway, you put on outfits, they take the photo, and then they'll call you if they want to cast you for the show or for the editorial or for the magazine. If they say no, they're not going to blacklist you. They just... They just say no. Then they move on to the next one. And the thing with mainstream porn is that there's always going to be a new girl. There's always going to be a girl that just turned 18 that wants to do porn, that has her parents' permission. And I'm 29, so obviously a 18-year-old has more leverage than me, especially if she doesn't have experience, because they can mold her into whatever they want. I'm not interested in being molded into what people want. I'm more of like, this is who I am. I do A through Z, 1 through 100. These are all the things I can do. Hire me for that. And something I'm transitioning into now is just building my own independent work, my own production, so to speak. Not really anything official, but more so along the lines of, I'm going to be selling my own videos, my own like stuff with like even like people that would have paid me like money to shoot with. I'd rather do it for people are like, you doing it for free? No, it's an investment. Because then I can sell those videos online. I can post them on OnlyFans, on my clips pages. I can promo it. I can email it to somebody.
But it's yours.
It's mine to sell. You know, obviously, if someone has the link, they can download it, all this crap. But I can put a watermark. I price it as accordingly, knowing that is a risk that I can take. And also, there's just so many factors. But that's something I'm trying to do more of. I've been doing it for the past 2 weeks. I'm doing more of it this weekend, and really just finding my footing in there, because I'm still new in porn, especially amateur porn. So like, it's only been going on for 4 months. So there's so much to be had. And also because of the COVID-19, there's a lot of pauses. I can't travel as much. The work is in LA. I could easily infiltrate LA, maybe not gain the big exposure. I mean, I won't be on Bang Bros. I won't be on Reality Kings, probably.
You wouldn't be on Bang Bros?
I want to be. I want to be on Blacked and all of that. But for those kinds of productions, you need to look really... You need to look a certain way. If you guys... have you guys seen, like, the girls on Blacked? I don't really look like that.
They got like breast implants.
They look like generic LA girls. Like, you know, I'm not trying to knock nobody from LA. Don't send me no shade. I love everybody in the world equally, but I can say that about you if it's true. And if it bothers you, that means you're insecure. Anyway, but yeah, they all look like LA girls, and they're all very generic. They all look the same to me. And for me, I'm like, oh, great, here's another, you know, thin white woman taking on a big black dick. Wow, so... Like, there's like 100 videos of this. To me, that's not that interesting.
It's very typical.
Yeah, and that's with mainstream. That's why it's mainstream. That's why it sells. And, you know, I would love to do my scene, but just to have my scene there, get my money, but really have the clout. So that way when people look at the video, they're going to be like, who is that girl? Right. I'd rather, and then circle it back to me, and then like, oh, she's selling this. She has this. She's talking to this. She'll be here. She'll be Exotica or whatever. You know, like, I'd rather people know that than have other people sell of my work, because that's what I have. I've done so many videos, but other people own it because you have to sign a model release. A lot of my fans get very upset because they're like, I want to buy the video from you and support you and not support this producer. But at the same time, I want my fans to buy the videos from the producers and from the productions, because if they're not selling, the production's not going to hire me. A lot of people are going to be like, well, your videos don't sell from this producer. We're not going to want to hire you. So in a way,
kind of put in a
bind. Yeah, unfortunately, because this was always supposed to be a side thing, and it has become my main source of income, online and in person especially, I have to just take all the work that I can get and really sacrifice my rights to the video, the rights to my image being used, the rights to my brand being used. Like Sunflower is my brand. So is Lucy's my brand as well. They're the same person, just different names. PlatanoQueen is also my brand. They're not trademarked and no one owns them yet, but it'll get there. I don't know how I'm going to trademark Sunflower because it's a damn flower, but I'll do something with it.
Basically, if you use a name over and over and over, it's still considered a trademark legally, though. It's just that you didn't write it up, fill out the paperwork for it. But if you're out there and you keep using that, it's still considered a trademark.
And all of my paperwork for porn,
still...
Right, and all of my paperwork for porn, like for my taxes, because you have to do taxes. Everyone's like, oh, sex workers don't pay taxes. No, we fucking pay taxes. Let's get it straight. I have to sign. I did W-9s and all that. We do all that. Right. How was I gonna go with this? Oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Right, the trademark, the name on the paper. The first few things they ask you on the model release and other paperwork that you have to sign as a model is what are your stage names that you use. Okay. I put Lucy Sunflower, I put Sunflower, right. I put all the combinations that I've ever used on camera or that are in the public. So that way, if another model is trying to use that name, they'll probably be like, hey, there's already another model who's done like 100 videos with that name. You're going to have to change your name or we'll help you out with that, kind of thing. But so far, I haven't really encountered any Lucy Sunflowers or any general sunflowers. Like I heard there's like a lesbian called Sunflower, but I don't know about her, so it's not really relevant for me. Okay. That's about it. I mean, like I said, I didn't anticipate this being my only source of income, but like I said, I have a bunch of projects in the works. There's some unreleased stuff that I've been holding on to because I don't know when
I'm going to be your own.
Yes.
Your own stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All the stuff I'm going to be posting in the next 2 weeks or from now on, they're all going to be on my Clips page. They're all going to be advertised on my Twitter and all my other platforms. And I will still be doing creations and being hired from other people. I'm not going to, because that can create
more traffic for you.
Exactly, more traffic for them, relationships, networking, all of that. And also they don't have to pay me to do that. They don't have to. I can just say, forget it, I want the video and I want rights to the video. We can share it. And you can edit it. You can put your watermark because if they edit it, some people want to put their watermark, which I don't mind doing. But as long as I sell it for the price I want and the platforms I want, that's called content share, or split. That is where you forloan the money that you would have gotten, like 500, 600, 700 for that scene or for that day. You make them keep it, and you get the content that you can sell and gain and get royalties. Like what you guys do, you guys own all your own content. You guys get royalties for it every single day. Like you guys are making money just sitting there right now because you guys own all your shit. I'm making some royalties, but my productions, they're all doing more because they all own everything. And I can buy the videos, sure, but I can't upload it. I can't share it or anything like that because I can get in big legal trouble.
Because you don't have the rights.
Exactly. So when I do scenes and I have to give models, like male models, a model release, so I cover my ass. So that way, if what if there's bad blood or they want to be sketchy and say, oh, well, she's selling a video that I'm in and I didn't give her permission, I can just pull up the model release, say, yes, you did. You gave me permission that we share this. As long as it's in writing and they signed it, even if it's a piece of loose leaf paper, it's still legal.
Yeah, it's still legal.
It's still legal. It has legal grounds because I took business law in the state of New York in a business transaction. If it's in writing in any way, shape, or form and they sign it, it's done. All you need to do is scan it. You notarize it. That's it. It's done.
Yeah, you're right.
In this industry, I really feel bad for these girls that don't have any knowledge of the industry. They've only watched porn a little bit, or they don't, or like Jose was telling me earlier, like he's seen some videos with girls that just look really scared, frail, like what's gonna happen? Like I didn't know we were gonna do this. Like for me in my videos,
like okay, let's do it right now. Let's shoot right now. And she's like now, like really. Like not ready for it, not expecting. It's like, yeah, come on. And then
like you imagine you're just sitting there and like four guys just come ambushing you.
Right, they'll bring the guy out. I seen that, and she's like,
is it like a big? Is there when you're filming? Are there a lot of people when there, or is it like minimal people?
Very minimal, especially with COVID happening. We minimize it to only the talents that are working and the crew that can be 1 to 2 people at a time. There's a lot of
well, obviously the cameraman and one other person.
Right. That's as much as it gets. Like, for example, the most people I've had in one room with me was probably like around 4 people, which was because I had an orgy scene. So it was me, the girl, the 2 guys. So that's 4 people, and the cameraman. So it's 5 of us in one room. I think that's as many people as I've had in one room so far. And I'm comfortable with as many people looking. I don't care. But it's more of just along the lines of right now we're trying to minimize as many people as in a room because, you know, the more people in the room that are not with masks, that are just like breathing on each other and all that, sharing saliva and fluids and all that. You know, I don't want to think about, okay, this stick I'm sucking has coronavirus on it. Like, I don't want to think about that. To me, it's like, oh, damn, this has like herpes.
They don't require you to get tested for like that or anything? I mean, obviously they require STD testing and all that stuff.
Right. So everyone, has to be STD, STI tested. Unfortunately, you know, unfortunately, a lot of productions are just, they don't have the capacity to tell models to get tested. So it's really like up to discretion. So because.
For what, STD?
No. Oh. No, everyone is required to submit STD work within 14 days of being tested, some of them 21 days, some people do 30 days, depending what it is. And you can do a full panel with an OBGYN, a regular GYN, or a regular physician.
Oh, but you're talking about the COVID, though. They don't...
Right. Okay. So the COVID becomes a little bit more complicated because obviously we want everyone to be safe. But the thing with COVID is that not everyone has insurance. Not everyone can get to a clinic and all of that. And it can be expensive for some people, especially with the caliber of testing that they want. And you have to wait a week or more to get the results back. And not everyone, and a lot of people, unfortunately, they complain even about STD and STI testing. So if they're already complaining about getting, you wouldn't believe it. Some people are like, I got tested 2 months ago. I'm like, I'm not touching that person. You better tell them to get tested. Like, it's a job like anything else. You have to be tested. You have to be ready. And unfortunately, you know, a lot of places don't require testing results for COVID, but I've been very diligent, and I've done 3 swab tests since March, and recently 2 weeks ago, and I did an antibody test, all negative. And this is when I had no idea if people were being safe. You know, someone can say, oh yeah, I've been safe, and you don't know that. So definitely that is something that is an issue. It's gonna continue being an issue because this is brand new to the industry. Like, we never had to worry about people getting sick. You know, but obviously if someone is exhibiting symptoms, you better stay home and you better tell somebody that you've come into contact with somebody. With mainstream porn, you absolutely must show proof. And you must have it in a PDF with a doctor and all of that from the lab. You have to have it, just like your STD and STI testing. So that's a good thing about it, about the mainstream versus amateur with the COVID. So
maybe things will change as time progresses.
For sure. My main thing is just that people hold themselves accountable, because if they know that they're putting people at risk or they're putting themselves at risk, they should say something. But I can't, like I said, I can't hold up people to standards that I have standards for, like being on time, coming through with like production. I've had people cancel on me. I've had people be late, like other people be late to their sets. So their set started late, and then my set was pushed back where I had to wait 2 hours for my set to start. So it ruined my whole day where I had to 2 hours to kill during a pandemic. I'm like, well, I can't go to Starbucks. I can't go to the park. Like, I'm running from this virus. Like, everyone's on top of me. Right. So yeah, it's a really weird time to be starting out my porn career during this freaking pandemic, for sure. Like,
I'm like thinking about if they even have Exotica, like we're all gonna be there with masks on.
That's even tentative. Exotica's like It's like now, yeah.
They might not let a lot of people go in all
Right.
at once. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, probably.
they're gonna be counting how many people are coming
Probably
in
gonna
and
be
out.
like a 50%.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be waiting online.
Right. Or
You
or
know.
they're gonna be like, all right, you have to like suck dick to get in. All right, you have to suck dick especially to get in. You can use your clit action, your tongue. They like that in the head. You just do in the head or the balls really quick. They'll nut in 2 seconds.
Wow.
Show us what the
Show
tongue
what?
action.
I ain't showing nothing.
Oh, you don't want to show it now. But no, it's fun. It's really great. I love that I'm able to choose if I want to, work. I can choose whoever I want to work with. No one is forcing me to work with people I don't want to work with.
Right.
Like I said, I can say no at any time to anybody who's making me uncomfortable. I've never had anybody take advantage of me. Like I said, like this industry, like anything, it's like work, so there's drama. It's always fun to see people do, like on Twitter. Like Twitter drama is always fun in sex work because it's really scandalous because Twitter drama is already scandalous and it's already like, oh my God, they're fighting. And it's like, no, they're fighting and they're naked. So it's like, oh my God. And then it creates and then everyone gossips about each other. So I'm sure people gossip about me because I'm like, if y'all gossiping about each other on different sets I'm at, talking about the same people, I'm here like, well, y'all talking about me too. Like, oh, they call me Sunflower. So they're like, oh, well, they go whatever. Like, oh, Lucy, she's probably bipolar. She's crazy, but she can suck some mean dick and she can take that in her ass. So it's like, we'll work with her. So
did you tell, have you told your family or anything?
My family indirectly knows. They've always known I've done whatever it takes for money because I initially started doing sex work to pay for college, to help pay for little expenses, to help, if I didn't have as many hours for work, or if I lost one of my vanilla jobs or day jobs, I had money coming in from supporters and followers and all of that. So, they know, they've seen my nudes before from other types of things, but not a big deal. I don't really care what they have to say, honestly. I live by I'm on my own. I live on my own. I have my own stuff. They don't pay none of my bills. They don't pay my school bills, especially. So it's like, why do I don't really care. Even if they didn't approve, I don't really care what they have to say. Almost all of my friends know. I haven't really talked to too many about it in depth, but my best friends all know and they all support me. Like my roommate knows. She helps me out with my cat. With if I need to leave for a certain amount of time, she'll take care of the cat, so which is awesome. Like I like that I have that openness with my roommate, especially since I live with her and we share spaces. Like obviously I'm very respectful. Like I don't walk out to the common areas or the kitchen or the bathroom butt naked, try to cover up. That's one thing I do miss about living with a dude or with a boyfriend doing sex work is I could be naked all the damn time. With roommates, not so much. Because I gotta be respectful, obviously. But whatever happens in my room stays in my room. But yeah, that's.
Wow.
You guys have other questions?
I think you've answered everything.
Yeah, one hell of a goal, right?
Yeah. So.
All right, so that's pretty...
That's gonna be it for this interview. If y'all have any questions, though, leave
put it in the
comments.
description.
In the comments. Not in the description.
Right, the comment section.
No, it has to be comments.
So there you have it. There you go.
you
Now
go.
you got Sunflower
So
here.
now we know,
Sunflower
Lucy, and
You can
how we
please call me Lucy. Obviously, here I'm Lucy. Sunflower, it's my porn name.
Right.
You guys don't have to call me Sunflower. I still go by Lucy.
Lucy.
Oh, okay.
That's what we go by, Lucy.
Yeah, I like
I
Lucy.
don't think I ever called you.
I never
else.
introduced myself to you guys as Sunflower. So
No,
it was always
and
Lucy.
that's how when someone introduces themselves to me by that name, that's just
That
how
was-
I know them.
That was the name I originally used. I used Lucy Sunflower.
Right,
It was
right,
my
right.
two names. So then I was like, I use Lucy.
I know when we met, you introduced as
Lucy, 'cause that's what I was using. Yeah.
So you would, even if you oh no, I'm Sunflower now, I'm be like, no,
Nah,
bitch, you're Lucy.
I will always be Lucy.
Because that's how I know you.
And I love Lucy. I love being Lucy. I love being
Lucy.
Sunflower. Exactly.
So go ahead, tell them where they can find you at. What else?
Oh yeah, so I
websites?
have a Twitter. It is not safe for work, so you will see titties, ass, and pussy, and me licking a bunch of holes and dicks and possibly a clit. And you can find me on Twitter. The handle is PlatanoQueen. I also have an Instagram that is really annoying because I can't show a nipple because God forbid. But it is Sunflower PlatanoQueen all together, all lowercase. And I also have links to my clips page, which is OnlyFans. Not OnlyFans. Oh my God. My clips page is ManyVids. And the links are in my bios, and also my OnlyFans as well. I have a page, so.
Alrighty.
Yes, stay tuned for more.
So y'all heard it here. Go check her out. And
Thank you, guys.
Alrighty.
This is Miss Lucy. And that is it for this video. And
thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace out.
Later.
Laters.